Hi, everybody. Rafael Groswirt again. Happy to be here to give an update. We're getting excitingly ready and close to the WSOP. You can see the shirts behind me. Brand new shirt, brand new hat. Those are Johnny's shirts, and whoever wins the tournament is going to get one of those and a hat. And I'm going to have a couple of these ready for people at the Las Vegas meet up over there the 2nd in the evening at the Voodoo Lounge around 8 p.m. Everybody that goes there will be absolutely, we'll have a great experience, great time, talk about everything that's going on. All right, so let's share the screen over here. Let's go over quickly what's been going on. Of course, we listed in Bittrex. We're very proud of that. It took us a long time, very intense due diligence. We went through a lot of items. We had to prove we were a utility coin, and we passed that test, so we're happy to do that. You can see all the other tweets that we've been putting up. And you can see also for the main event's already, the free roll's already sold out. So there it is. It's 500. It's filled up. And we're going to start managing Johnny's channel. He just had it sitting there. So I said, Johnny, come on, let me manage it. He's like, all right. So there it is. We've been tweeting all his stuff with us. And, of course, the main event and his commercial, couple of hands that are interesting. We also have the poker channel that we're going to dedicate strictly for poker. So that's growing. All right. So let's go to poker here, and let's see what's going on. There's a tournament. I know it's in the final stages. That's always everybody's favorite part. Let's look at the players. Spearfishing, there it is. So there's the final table, and let's see, Kill. Okay, so he checks to see what's going on. 5, 10, 4 on the board. See if I can make it as an announcer here. Somebody's gone all in with 18.4. What does he have? Does he have an overpair? Does he have a 10? What is Kilja? I didn't really see. Okay, so he's out. So we'll do one hand. Let's see what's going on. So whoever wins, this is the main event free roll warm up. So if you played it, I think it gives you just the feel for all the controls, the UIs, and everything that's going on. So blinds are already 1 and 2 1,000. And let's see, fold. Blinds are up now, 12, 15, 2,500 with a 250 ante. Oh, that's what that 1.4K is. And you can see the pot is 4,400 right now. So small blind calls. Let's see if the big blind will pop that. He does, but he pops it very little. 2,000 into a 55,000 pop. Oh, 50,000. Never mind. See, that shows you. So let's see. Did he hit his king? He hit his king. King 2 got lucky. Ace 9 in the small blind, but still couldn't make it. So spearfishing, he's been playing. I saw him since the beginning, and he seems to have a pretty good feel for what's going on. We're down to 6 players here. Back to the blind, small blind. Goes all in for 84.8. Oh, called by King 9. He's totally dominated. 9 is going to take it. Oh, it's a split pot. Unbelievable. Split pot. Lucky. Spearfishing. I guess it's better to be lucky than good, and you were just lucky there. He should have taken at least 24. He should have doubled up through you. Oh, okay. Back to, he's all in again. This guy just wants to take everybody down. Flip coins. Is he going to show? What's he going all in with? All right, there's 5 people in the final table. Fold. Fold. All in. Okay, well, He's never going to get called unless he gets called by a better hand, obviously, right? So is anybody going to call? So we can, okay, we'll move on. All right, so there's the registration page for No Limit Coin Poker, and you've seen it probably maybe, but what you haven't seen is that we did a special one for our partners. Johnny hooked us up. Real grinders are very big in poker. They're going to help us get thousands of registrations. And if you're a serious influencer and want your own page like this, we will absolutely do it for you. So this works very well. We track your registrations. It's more than just a registration link. You could have a nice page of your own there. And of course, back to fantasy sports. We're right in the middle of the World Cup. Very exciting. We've all been watching it. I'm very happy that we're able to get the game out. It showed how we've got that under control, and we're going to be good for all of the cups going forward. And that is very exciting in terms of being able to expand into the market, because the soccer fantasy market is still very, very small. So it's an opportunity to actually grow it and become the leaders there. And you can see what a nice UI we've got there. You've got the soccer field. I've got Ronaldo and Messi, right? I mean, who doesn't want to have those two on a team? So that is very cool. It's been very stable. Kudos to the whole team. It's really basically we're setting the table for what's to come. And this year has been just that. And we get to what we've talked about recently, also something that we hadn't even talked about before and is now live in beta stages, which is basically the head-to-head or peer-to-peer type betting that we have introduced with no fees. And you could see here all the accepted bets, all the open contests that you could go in there and maybe take the other side. So all of these are not set up by us, but by peers. And you can see what the UI is going to look like. Essentially, there's your games. So let's say we want to go Mexico, Brazil. Okay, I want to take Mexico. I want, plus 1.5 goals for 100 NLC2. I can post it in the lobby, or I can send an email and basically invite anybody you want, or use their screen name, and then you can also write a comment and say, hey, let's go for this much. So the other person is going to get an email, and basically from that point of view, we get to you get to negotiate back if you don't like the line. So you can negotiate back and forth. No, the line's too much. 1.5 is too much. You know what? Drop it to 0.5. You can go back and forth. Or if you accept it, you could just preview and and say, okay, I accept it. So that's going to be very exciting. It's going to give us a lot of action. And of course, we come to Major League Baseball. Very exciting there too. We're releasing that too. So much stuff has been released recently that I don't think everybody has had time to digest that. But we're moving right along. We've got a couple of more platforms to do, and then we're back to NFL again. We're tweaking that a little bit. But here you can see MLB. It's basically live right now. You can see the link already there. And it's a great sport because there's so many games. There's 162 games in the season. So everything works really good. And I jumped over a couple of things. Going back to poker, I just got, kind of sitting there trying to make it as the announcer. But the real guys that do an incredible job in that department are basically Doug Polk and Joey. I've been watching their shows. I love Joey Ingram's show. I love all the Doug Polk stuff. Super high energy, excellent analysis. It's really very, very clear. And he's the real deal because he's out there with his ass on the line, playing for massive pots. So here's your table. There it is. Doug Polk's High Stakes Heads Up Invitational. It's got a password. I have to give it to you so you can keep that. Joey, I know you love PLO. There's your PLO table. You can come play it. It's the lowest stakes possible because I know that you like the whole concept of low stakes just to practice and get your get your strategies going. And if you go to the micro tables, I put one in there for you too. So you're welcome to come anytime. And love you guys' show. And hopefully, and I've seen it with Galfon. Galfon's great. He's the world's greatest bluffer. He really takes bluffing to another extreme. Very exciting to watch. Love the show you did with him. So, hey, nobody has to be exclusive to one side. You could, we already know, the 800-pound gorilla raking $4 million a day, increase the rake, adding casino games and bank games so you can lose your money quickly. Well, we've got no rake poker. We've got heads up stuff going on. Let's see if there's any heads up games going. There's a few. You can see that there's a cash game going right there, and so it's going. We're going. So thank you very much. It's been a pleasure just interacting with our team, with our community. Main events coming. We'll be there the 2nd of July at a meetup at the Voodoo Lounge at the 50th floor at the Rio. If you can make it, you join the party, the NLC2 party there. Johnny Chan's going to be there. He's going to play the next day. Whoever wins the main event, we're going to get him over here really quick. I know some people may not want to come. So the rules of the main event are the following. If you win and can't come, you get $1,000 in cash. And then we'll go down the list to see who can also come. Second place is going to get 500, third place 300, fourth place 200, fifth place 100. So now if you win it and you can't come, you could designate somebody and we'll get you over here. We'll buy your tickets and we get you in the hotel, get you the rooms, food, whatever, one of those shirts. So so that's what's going on. So we want to make sure that that everything goes great, and that's why we kind of capped it at 500 players, but it's full already. The tournament. Let's go look at the tournaments, and there's the free roll. And you can see there's 500 people already seated, so that's full. And there's sit and goes. There's sit and goes of different sizes, heads up, 6 people, turbos, low stakes, high stakes. So there's people there's 10 people in an 18, and there's the micro, right? The micro NLC2 is basically designed for U.S. markets only. As I've mentioned, U.S. market can't buy in, can't send in coin, but they can play the free roll. And then the micro coin you get is essentially play money, and you get it for free. If you bust out, you get another 1,000 in 24 hours, and then you got to go play the small micro games and just build up and play the free rolls and build up, and then you can play the NLC2 games and cash out. As long as you don't buy in, as long as you don't send money, you can actually build up your bankroll. So take a shot. Of course, everybody outside the United States in the non-restricted areas can send in coin. There's a lot of heads up contests going up, and when you don't have a rake in heads up, you could go forever and wait for your hands and just enjoy the whole thing a lot. All right, thanks a lot. We'll see you guys later. We'll be tweeting and doing a lot of communicating from Las Vegas next week from the main event. So it's a pleasure. It's very exciting. Everything we're doing, you can see we're putting out things, one after another. I know the redesign of the wallet is done. It's only a few days away. The web wallet's been also redesigned. We've got a few more sports that we're going to deliver, like MMA, like cricket, and of course esports. Esports is on fire. It's a huge market. We have a clear understanding of it now, watching my kids play Fortnite, and I've done a lot of research, and we're going to not just be fantasy esports operators, but you saw how the peer-to-peer works. So we're going to take that whole model of peer-to-peer and apply it to all of the sports. And we can just allow people to match their bets. We stay out of the way. And initially, we don't even charge a fee, precisely to stay clear of any betting rules and so forth and so on. So it's a beta test. We're just testing it out. We're going to selectively deploy, but it's been well received. We're excited about it. So there's a lot of things in the ecosystem of NLC2. The team is working round the clock. We know this year is about building the platforms, preparing them for things to come. So that's what's been happening. We started the year with 1 sport. We're going to end up with 9 games. All of our development, of course, in case of poker, we licensed that, but we've done a tremendous amount of modifications to adjust to what we're doing. So I think it's been a fantastic year, regardless of where crypto is. We've achieved our goals. And I couldn't be happy from that point of view. It's a total rush to see things happen before your eyes. We launched poker. 3 days later, a 500-person contest is full. We've got tables going 24 hours a day at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. when I'm kind of, winding down. There it is. There's a table. Hey, let's go in there. Today I was at Denny's. Got a few micro NLC hands as I was chomping down. So the phone UI on poker is very, very efficient. It's very sleek. It's very fast. Yes, there could be an app, but by looking at how efficient and sleek the game is, it's a pretty strong case against not doing it, even though we expect to do it. So all the systems are heading on all cylinders. The registrations are accelerating. Also in fantasy sports, the whole affiliate machinery is starting to click. We've got a whole social media team with a social media manager and affiliate manager. We've got many, many plans, and you've heard also we're going to be paying for affiliates. So you have to, watch out for that and help expand the growth exponentially. That's the only way you can grow exponentially, through affiliates, and that's where we're going to invest more than anything. We'd rather invest in our own people that have registered, play our games, and hold our coin, and that's also being well received. So we're excited to have so many deployed platforms, so many deployed games, and that's only moving forward. The games are bringing people together from more than 60 countries now. NLC2 is making it easy to basically enjoy those games and be able to transfer value easily, instantly, with a very low cost. So it's good times in NLC2. We're delivering. We're happy with what's coming forward. We're happy with this first year. But of course, once we've got the machinery in place and we've got the registrations and we're seeing that in front of our eyes, it's going to be even more exciting. Thank you for your time. I know I took this a little longer than it should have been, but you guys will edit whatever you don't like out. Have a good night and see you guys later. And we'll be tweeting and communicating from Vegas. Dan's going to be there. Johnny Chan's going to be there. Whoever wins this contest is going to be there. I've got their buy-in ready, a lot of money. So make sure that whoever wins is going to not only do good and win this satellite, but he's going to do really good in the big tournament, because we want the exposure. And if anybody gets lucky enough to make it to the final table, we'll throw in another $1 million NLC2. It'll be so great, because we know that by that time, the exposure would be amazing. Obviously, the odds are, a little long. There's like 8,000 players that come in. So it's 1,000 to 1 to get to the final table, but we've got 3 people in there at least. The guy who wins this contest, Dan's going to be in there. Johnny Chan's going to be in there. So that's 300 to 1. That's not impossible odds. All right, everybody, have a great evening. I love telling everybody what's going on, and just saying, hey, this is very exciting. I know a lot of people share my excitement for this, and I appreciate that. And, you know, we're right there. We're all sitting together. We all created this. Without the passion and energy coming from the group themselves, you know, it would have been hard to get up for let's do this, let's do that. So we're there. We created it, and now it's time to just pile on the registrations, and they're piling on, like I said, close to 500 overnight with poker. All right, have a good night. Peace out.